Edwards, and I'm the instructor for Higher Education Leadership. This is the course for fall 2024. And I should show you the syllabus here, and then we'll go over a little bit of what it looks like in Canvas. So you can see my contact information here, as well as my office hours. And in terms of communication, I prefer the Canvas inbox. I typically try to respond within 48 hours or less. I typically respond faster, but I tend to respond at least within 48 hours. All right, so the course description. So here we're studying leadership on university and community college campuses, both from a theoretical perspective and an actual practice of leadership. And for more information here, we're going to go over leadership theories and concepts related to higher education, and we'll look at opportunities to apply those to real life scenarios. Some of the major assignments you'll have in this course have a Become an Expert assignment, where you'll actually be part of a group, and in the group you'll pick a group, have a topic that's related for that group, and you'll do a literature review. Each of you will get a part of that topic that you'll write about, and you'll get sources related to that. You'll also do an observation. It could be of a person, it could be of a website, it could be social media for someone, or related to higher education leadership. And you do an actual interview, and we'll give you the questions for that. You'll also watch a webinar or listen to a podcast, and you'll also have a group paper or presentation that you'll turn in at the end of the course. We do a symposium where you actually present your presentation live on Zoom the last week of the course, and so we'll talk about the dates for that later. And then you'll have a final exam. All right, so you're not requiring a textbook for this course, okay? So you're not having to buy a textbook. Here is the online textbook that you can access through the Tarleton Library databases. You're welcome to buy it, but you're under no obligation to do so. But if you prefer a physical copy of the book, you're welcome to do that. Okay, in terms of knowledge outcomes, again, describing theories and concepts of higher education leadership. You'll be applying the theories and concepts of higher education leadership to real-world scenarios, covering things like outcomes assessment, communication, organizational change, the higher education landscape, strategic planning, campus culture, and academic leadership. All right, so you'll have discussion assignments each week. Those are class discussions. You'll also have a pre-course statement of understanding, where you'll write out what you know about the course already, as well as a post-course statement of understanding. You also have, again, the group assignments we just discussed, and the final examination. So it tells you a little bit about how the course is designed. We use a normal grading scale. So you can expect feedback from me on your assignments in Canvas, also about how to use APA format and how to integrate content from the course into your writing assignments. So as an online student, logging in, being involved in the class discussions, and completing your assignments on time is considered class participation. Typically, there's a 20% deduction for each day an assignment's late. So basically, if the assignment's due on Wednesday, you turn it in on Thursday, most you could receive would be 40 points, because that's 20%. But I will say, just in general, let me know what's going on. So if there's something that's an extenuating circumstance, let me go. Your classmates will tell you that I'm pretty understanding. So just let me know what's going on. If I don't know what's going on, I can't help you. But just keep me informed of things that happen, because I know life happens. All right, so here's kind of an overview of the course schedule. So the first few days, because we're starting on a Thursday, sort of orientation week. So you have things like acknowledging the syllabus, reading the syllabus, there's the pre-course statement of understanding, selecting your project in your group, and there's a networking discussion to get to know your classmates. And also the readings, if you see here in the reading column, if they're bolded, those are the required readings. The ones that are not bolded are optional. So If you don't get to them, you don't get to them, but they are there to supplement your learning. But just don't. This doesn't mean that there are 3 required readings for the week. It means that there's 1 required reading and 2 optional readings. Okay, just want to be clear about that. But you'll see each week. All right. So for this course, you'll have case studies that you'll discuss and then write about. So you have a group expectations discussion the first week to kind of make sure you all work together as a group. But that's basically how the course is laid out in terms of assignments. All right. So you can, in addition to Canvas, you can also look here to see your assignments. Again, we do use Canvas. You have the holidays, grade-related dates, and the final exam and commencement dates here. And if you need tech support, there's information provided for you. Also, information on writing resources and using APA format. There's also some information embedded in the course. So basically, when it comes to academic integrity, so if it's an individual assignment, do your own work. If it's a group assignment, you can obviously work together, but your thoughts are your thoughts, someone else's thoughts are their thoughts. Make sure that you attribute, if you get something from an article or from a chapter or from another classmate, you attribute that information to them. Okay. In terms of accessibility resources, so if you need information in terms of accessibility, make sure that you know that you can request accommodations for the course. And so just want to make sure that you know that that's available. And if I receive accommodations from the accessibility office, I will work with you to accommodate those. So in terms of, again, we talked about academic integrity. Civility is really important, particularly in online classes. Just make sure you can disagree. Just be respectful, right? I think we're living in a world today where everybody has an opinion, and that's okay. I'm not here to tell people what to think or how to think. I'm telling people, back up your ideas with evidence. Be respectful to those. So you may use things in the online discussions like, have you considered? On the other hand, however, but make sure that you're communicating your ideas in a respectful way, right? Do your best work when it comes to academic excellence. So do you study, do your readings. Make sure that you're giving your best effort. Okay. All right. When it comes to artificial intelligence, we know that it does exist. Basically, I will let you know when it is allowed and how it would be used, and you obviously have to disclose how you're using it. But generally speaking, I want to know your ideas. But we will have probably some assignments in this course that do integrate it from the standpoint of higher education leadership. But again, I will give you information on exactly how it would be used. Okay. So now let's transition to the actual course in Canvas. Okay, so this is kind of how the course is laid out, and you can actually go to each week from these links if you need to. Information again on office hours and how to contact me. It's a little bit about my background. Again, obviously I have some experience in higher education leadership. I've worked in both community colleges and universities and served as director of Tarleton Online. Dealt with many departments on campuses, so things like career services, admissions, financial aid, academic affairs, student affairs, institutional research, academic advising. Work with, again, interface with other universities as well as community colleges. Again, have teaching experience at both the community college level and the university level. All right, so a little information about computer skills and computer information that you might use. You're welcome to use Google Documents or Google Sheets, or you won't be required to use them, but you're certainly welcome to use them if it helps you. All right, so In terms of the weekly schedule, we separate the information out into learning activities and action items. So you'll find those here in the modules. Alright, so here's a link to read the syllabus. Again, acknowledging the syllabus, information about using the Tarleton Library databases and Google Scholar, information about using APA format. I have a student survey just to help me learn more about you and how I can serve you better. Here's where you select your topic. You'll actually go to the People tab and click the student groups, and then you'll actually join the group there, and then you'll come back here and click this and then confirm that in the assignment. Okay. Here's where you submit your pre-course statement of understanding. Just tell me what you know about the topic already, and here's where you would participate in the networking discussion. Most of the time the posts are due on Friday and the comments are due on Sunday, but because we're in a short week, I'm making the posts due on Saturday. Alright, and then for next week, you have the knowledge outcome, describing the theories and concepts of higher education leadership, and you have skill outcome, again, applying those theories to real life situations. Alright, you have your readings for the week, and then I actually have created summary videos for you. Okay, so you can kind of help you make, if you need additional help in sort of breaking down those concepts in the chapter. And again, if you don't have time to watch or to read all of the chapters, you could watch some of the videos for the optional chapters. You have a weekly discussion and then your group expectations discussion. All right, but we've got access, and it's basically kind of how the course is laid out each week. So alright, so that is basically how the course is laid out. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me in Canvas, and I look forward to learning with you this semester.